It's nearly dawn. I better get some rest. I speak Japanese. What do you mean? Are you retiring to bed? Yes. Whatever she said. Good night. Good night. God, I wish I could be saying good night to Mashita right now. Can't believe I lost my buddy, bro. I'm so sad. Spent 3 days since Simio's defeat and 3 days since Mashita's death. Supposed death. Shao was left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. We have not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on the spirits. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer. Boom, boom, boom. Good work, Lady Christie and Lord H. Raddick. Did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. I'd hoped, but... I see. Lady Saya's study seemed optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Saya's study. It had been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless. Except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit, nothing mentioned the mark at all. Hey, Mr. H. Vaddick. That name is so bad. Don't you think it's, like, useless to keep searching the mansion? Well, I'm sorry I'm a little distraught from... You have any ideas then? Well, remember what I said about H-Sign? I forgot. What? You lost that memory? It's in the forest by H Castle. I was thinking... Maybe the shrine is connected to all this spirit stuff. That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of H Shrine. Then you think the Marek and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath? It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there, like, value in looking into that? Like, oh my god. Ah! Maybe. Exactly what I expect from you. Always so quick on the uptick. Ah! I'm sorry, I won't do that no more. Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems to be in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. Since, Mashida's death. She has a famous support after all. So maybe this is what she's really like. So, Mary, I'd like to go see H Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true, many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is H Shrine, there may be some clues there. But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find him, man? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers. In that case... Really? Could you bring me along with you to H Shrine? I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I want to say supernatural, but... I can act as a guide as well. You know that shrine? Yes, in truth and in shrines, the guardian deity of the Kujo family. Dun dun dun. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. As one who serves the Kijos, I am concerned about its present state. Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I? As it isn't possible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I'm sorry to inconvenience you. An overgrown forest and the dead of night. I'm not looking forward to having carry Mary all the way around the shrine. You look worn out, and we haven't even left. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits. That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, let's go back to the forest. Oh boy. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her around just fine. By the way, Mr. H-Vatic, have you read the files over there? She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked out the garage. Oh, really? Chrissy grabs the file and flips through the pages. Looks like articles on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in H City and the surrounding area. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago. Huh. Weird. She puts the file back. Alright, should we head out soon? Yeah, but that is interesting. That is very interesting, actually. Why does she have that? I park outside the entrance to the forest and gather Mary into my arms. We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you. Yeah. I am very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. I have not been outside in a long time, and to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman. This is a very precious experience. Okay, Mary, let's calm down. You're a doll. She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and the resentment of the dead. Simply, their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it will be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. Yeah, don't make me walk, thank God. We reached the old Torii gate with no trouble. Where are the bees? We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping. It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. H shrine is up those stone steps. At Mary's direction, we walk toward the gate. A small black shadow flits across our feet. Hey! It's the bunny! It's the rabbit. It's that rabbit again. I like him. He's my friend. So, this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord H-Vatic. You are correct. It is very cute, isn't it? The rabbit stares up at the two of us. And then disappears toward the shrine, which is perfect because we're heading that way anyway. What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. So it's a spirit too. Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. We know nothing of its true nature. Nah, it's my homie. It ain't gonna do nothing to me. It's my homie. It's been with us for 2 chapters already. So please proceed with caution. Nah, it's my homie. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna lead us into any trouble. It's my homie. We follow the rabbit under the Torii gate and up the stone steps. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this a shrine? Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was expected. That black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't stay here long, please. Yeah. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. I wonder what happened here. There's a sacred Shemnana rope on a ragged boulder. I wonder if that boulder is an Ayokura. What's that? According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to be an object of devotion. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as a go shintai. Look like it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time. I peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. The go shintai's outside and the altar's empty. That's concerning. I don't think there's any more we can search. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was much the same. But, in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddhist statues from shrines and desecrated them. Oh, the infamous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened? No, it was done in a public place as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kujo family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Strange. You said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin now. You have a keen eye, Lord Adriatic. The shrine was subsequently dug up, and the statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off with some broken statues? Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war. Huh. So the statues were broken, thrown up, and thrown away, and then dug up. They say Buddha has a wealth of patience, but even he get angry. Could that have anger? Have turned to divine wrath and given birth to the Markan spirits? Mary, have you ever to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? About that, this land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The anonymity of the forest swallows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it. So too much background noise, basically, right? Yes. Although I do sense the same presence as Lord Christie's mark, however faint. I am sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in this forest. So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew. Forgive me. I was unable to... You don't have to apologize, Mary. We learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? We didn't learn shit! I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. What? You want me to get out myself? We leave H Shrine walking down the beast trail toward the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tail, but for some reason I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted. I don't have to bother filter the words that slip out of my mouth. Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her own theory, passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimiya was right. H Shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forests. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. Feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or another. But there's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio still wandering around, it couldn't be just coincidence. Could it? If we research the shrine, we might be able to learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. And an awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. Lord H. Vadek, please stop the car. Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lord Christy's mark close by. Oh boy. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Gah! My mark is suddenly scolding. Is something nearby? Look. Someone's over there. Where? A small girl? What the hell? Steps out of a telephone box. Why is a kid outside at this time of night? Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Ida. Ita. I got to talk with Hanayomi. Oh yeah? I don't know what he looks like, so I can't give him a voice. Oh yeah? Glad to hear it.
This is the kind of voice I'm gonna give him. Hell yeah.
A rather round young man steps out of the shadows.
You got your question answered, Tizu?
Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayomi sure is amazing though. She knows where everything is. You got that? You got that right. No.
Oh, you got that right.
She helped me find my limited edition Love It Hero phone strap I dropped. Cool. What's Love It Hero?
What? You don't know? Is there like a popular idol group here? They're all over the TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard.
TV's restricted at home. Mom says we'll watch your brain. Oh, Ita, it's the bus coming soon.
The last bus is on its way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds we went out.
Yeah. Alrighty then. We watched from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine the relationship. I think they're just close friends, the way they talk to each other. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Christy. What do you think? I turned, but Christy isn't there. Hey! You there! How do you know this girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Oh, great. Fucking Christy. Well, there goes Christy, hounding the poor dude. Just calm down. I try to placate her, but she will not budge.
The
man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed.
Hey, lady! Don't be mean to Ita.
I don't know how to... No, I'm not, and that voice I just did for her, I'm never gonna... I don't know how to do it.
Don't be mean to Ita.
There it is. The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her.
I asked...
Oh, shit.
Don't be mean to Ita. I asked him to help me.
I wanted to talk to Hanayomi. So I had him come with me. Who's this Hanayomi you keep mentioning?
A ghost.
I'm not... Her voice is so... Don't be mean to Ita. I'm gonna have to do that every time.
A ghost who helps find things.
People say that... I feel like it's just like Christy's. People say that you can talk to her from that telephone box. A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier the mark was hurting, so maybe...
You guys look serious. What's going on?
He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I show them the mark on my right arm.
Hey, hold on. What is this? That looks exactly like mine.
He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand.
It's a cursed scar, yeah. I saw an article out of the Oops, but illegal. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you, but that's nonsense. It's not true at all, right? Right? Good.
Sounds like he heard the rumors, but chose not to do anything about it. There's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable.
Don't put me to Ida. I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist, and then I made that phone call earlier.
When I made that phone call earlier. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows they just gave her a mark. She's like 3, bruh. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hana Yomi. There's more. That's more than just a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. That's easier. They just. We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. It surprisingly doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing, to be honest. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking to us. Before they climb in, I warn Mary to stay quiet until we get back. It might be a bad idea to freak them out. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Aita Nakamutsu. The girl is Suzu Morimaya. They tell us they met through the readers column in Oop Mart's Monthly. Suzu mentioned she was interested in Hana Home, and Aita told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out to state because of her. Her parents are pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school and needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. Don't be mean to Aita. Hana Home is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is. Hey Aita, please tell them about those rumors.
Good, do I have to? Good, okay, fine, good.
Aita reluctantly tells us at Suzu's quest.
They're just rumors I read, but...
Oh! Why is her head so big? Look how tall she is. I'm gonna read it in my normal voice just because this is like important, really important. Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H City? There's a ghost that looks like a bride and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone, but all he could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? He heard a woman whisper. So he did what the rumor said to do and said, no, I haven't seen it. Then she says, what do you want to see? His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. When he looked where the woman said it was, the cat was really there. So the rumors were totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me? There. Back to her usual spot. I carry Mary and gently place her back on the sofa. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much.